Hey guys, it's Kevin Davis from Detailer's Helper and welcome to 2015. Today is New Year's Day and I think I'll join a little bit of the bandwagon here and we're going to talk about some goal setting and that kind of thing. You know, I know that it's cliche. I know everybody's talking about New Year, New You, doing their New Year's Eve or New Year's resolutions, that kind of thing. But I want to just approach this a little bit differently. I think that, you know, we're all pretty familiar with goal setting and you know, making changes and all that stuff, and most of that crap just lasts about 2 weeks and then you're back to eating crap all the time and not exercising and you're back to your cigarettes or whatever. So we know that New Year's resolutions don't necessarily work. I want to talk specifically about setting measurable goals for your year so that you can look back at this time next year and look back and look at benchmarks along the way to see whether or not you're on track for what you're doing in your business. It's easy for guys, especially small companies, single person operations, to just say, hey, let's put my head down. I've got to get this next car done. I've got to get this next interior done. I've got to just make it to the end of the month so I can get my bills paid and all that stuff. And that's all well and good. I understand that that has to be done. But I'm talking about how are you going to grow your business in 2015 and beyond from there. And so, you know, goal setting from a success standpoint, they have this anagram that spells SMART. It's specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, time frame based goals. And so if you take those things, then when you're looking at your goals, you can use those and try to apply them so that each goal meets those 5 things, those 5 criteria. The first thing I always like to do, and I've got my sheet here where I went back and looked at 2014, sort of see what I accomplished, and I can see the things that I missed on so I can improve those. And then I go back and look at 2015 goals and I can see what I want to do. I'm a little bit different because I'm not running just one company. I actually have 5 different businesses that I run, and so I want to sort of look at across all of those businesses, look at across my personal life and set some goals there. And what I would encourage you to do is do the same thing, whether you run just a detailing shop or if you're doing detailing and you have some other businesses, but also look at your personal goals too so that you can measure those. What I like to do is sort of do a monthly review just in my head. I mean, I'm not sitting down and charting this stuff out or whatever, but I do a monthly review to say, okay, well, this is where I thought I was going to be to hit my goal by the end of the year or to the end of the quarter or whatever, and so this is where I am right now. So then I can adjust, I can do some more marketing, I can make some changes in my personal life, whatever it takes to get to those goals. So what I would encourage you to do is to take that SMART anagram and come up with at least 5 goals for 2015, whether or not that's for the whole year or it's something that you want to do each quarter or it's something you want to do by summer, that kind of thing. I would encourage you to at least set 5 goals, and they don't necessarily have to all be related to your business. I actually sat down and wrote 5 of my personal goals. I mean, my goals, not personal and business goals. And so I thought I'd share those just to kind of give you an idea of how to use this system and also to sort of show you a little bit about what I have going on. So in 2015, one of the things I want to do is take the Detailer's Helper brand to the next level. I want to have more interaction with you guys, more interaction with people one-on-one, via video, via the Facebook groups, via forums, that kind of thing. And I want to continue to develop products that will help detailers and automotive enthusiasts so that they can sort of do what they want to do a little bit better. I'm going to try to come up with I've got some ideas for some new products in 2015, so I'm hoping to continue to grow the Detailer's Helper brand so that I can reach more people, because my goal is ultimately to help detailers, automotive enthusiasts do what they do even better, whether it's from a business standpoint or from their own hobby standpoint. From a measurable standpoint on what that means, I'm currently sitting at 1,305-ish Facebook fans on my Detailer's Helper fan page, and one of the things about making it specific and measurable is I would like to grow that fan base to over 2,000 by the end of the year. We did the first 1,300 in about 7 months, 5 to 7 months, and so I think that's an achievable goal. So I'm going to sort of keep looking at that on a monthly basis, look at where I'm at, and I can direct marketing spend and interaction in order to make that happen. That's an important benchmark for me because that sort of creates a customer base for Detailer's Helper brand and continues to help us both educate people, help people with what they're doing, and obviously grow the business. And number 2 is I want to do more of this video production, and I want to take it to the next level. Right now I'm just sitting here with my Mac and an external microphone, and I'm sort of sitting in my office. You can see all the junk behind me, and I'd like to take that to the next level, do more specific videos, get some videos with cars, do some more detailing related stuff, more business related stuff, and just really take that to the next level. Along the lines again of specific, I'd like to sort of have this 1-to-10 ratio of YouTube subscribers to my Facebook fans, and so I'm shooting for about 200 YouTube subscribers for this year, so I'll continue to grow that. So that's number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna one of my other businesses is related to a vacation rental business that I run. We have a vacation rental in Florida, and I'm writing a course right now, an e-course, to help people do that. And so sort of the same thing I'm doing here, but in that context of vacation rentals. And so I'm hoping to finalize and release that course, get some of those sold, get some people learning more about that so I can help them achieve their goals with vacation rentals. And my measurable goal there is I want to try to get 50 new clients on that course in 2015. So we'll hope that that works out well. So I'm going to continue to work on that. I'm working on that here pretty quickly. I'm going to start driving that process forward. So number 4 is a personal goal. I've been working on my Cobra project, 65 Cobra replica from Factory 5 since 2009, and I want to push forward on that and get that completed by June 1st. When I get back in February, I'm going to finish up the bodywork, get that thing painted, and then I have a little bit of interior work, and so I'm going to get that done. So, and number 5 is I want to attend at least 5 detailing and automotive events in 2015. Doesn't sound like very many, but when you're talking about travel from here in Montana, it's a little bit more difficult. I'm going to try to go to Detail Fest. I'm definitely going to the Mobile Tech Expo here in a couple of weeks in Orlando. That's an easy one for me. I'm definitely going to go back to SEMA, and then sort of some other things. I'm hoping to maybe get to some stuff in Southern California. So if you look at each one of my 5 goals, that just gives you as an example of how to set them with that specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and time frame based goal setting. I think all of those are pretty realistic for me. You know, I'm not saying I want to have 10,000 Facebook fans in the next year, or I want to make $10 million in the next year, or whatever. I'm not doing that. So when it comes to detailing, you may do the same thing with yours. You may say, okay, well, currently I'm doing 4 cars a week. I'd like to increase that to at least 5 cars a week on average, or it may be a revenue number to say that per vehicle also. I'm currently charging $100 a vehicle for this service. I want to get that to $125 for each service in order to increase my revenue. So gives you some examples. You know, I would look in your personal life. Are you spending enough time with your friends and families and family and your hobbies and that kind of thing? I've been wanting to do a video about how to build a life instead of just building a business, so we'll talk more about that later, but I would encourage you to also include some personal goals on this. I've saw so many people on Facebook yesterday sort of, you know, just pushing for more money and just making it all about the money and all that stuff. Well, if your whole goal is to make money, you're never going to make enough. So I would encourage you to use this as a catalyst to go ahead and do some personal related goals as well. You know, take care of yourself, make sure you're staying fit, make sure you're not subjecting yourself to more injury. Detailing is hard on the body, so take care of yourself and make sure that goal is part of the equation. Whether or not you write that down or not, I would still encourage you to do that. So there's some stuff on goal setting. Like I said, it's not great new revelations of information, but I think a lot of guys in our business don't necessarily think in terms of this, so I would encourage you to do so. I hope this sort of gives you a little bit more insight on that process. It gives you a little bit more insight on what we're doing as a brand and me personally. And because one of the things I want to do is try to get to know more detailers better and continue to grow that interaction with you guys. So I hope you have a great new year. Here's to goal setting. If you have any questions, give me a shout on Facebook or email. So there you go. I'm Kevin Davis from Detailer's Helper, doing what I do so you can do what you do better. Happy New Year.